broaden this experience, and they're not necessarily as bullish as the, I hate to say it, but the broader market. And they take the approach where they have a lot of risk mitigation measures in place, so that you will see that when it gets to a conversation around limited payments, that those good developers will do as much as they can to get to work through those processes with the builder in particular. So but at the end of the day, you can't unfortunately not everyone is doing the right thing in this space.
No.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it sparked a bit of interest out in our audience about the way that you do business. There's a few questions come through. I might put a few of them to you if you don't mind. What different processes do you have for the management of your project? So we've talked a little bit about how you do things differently, and the session this afternoon we're talking about a more human approach. What would you say are the different processes that you have for management of your projects that's different to what might be happening in the broader market?
I guess it's what I've just largely just spoken about, but for us, it's the first thing that we do whenever whenever the phone rings or we have a meeting with a prospective client, is that the first thing I'm looking for is that alignment of values. So because we're driven not by financial, whilst obviously financial outcomes are crucial to a development project, it's not the be all end all for us. And there's a lot of project and development managers out there that are happy just to look at the bottom line. I don't get any fulfillment out of that. And for me, purpose is very, very big in getting me out of bed and enjoying what I do. I find it very challenging if I'm not enjoying what I do. So,
and you should be able to make good money as well as have purpose. That's what I believe with Felix as well.
Exactly.
It's not like I don't like to make money, but I think I want more than that. And I think, lawyers and your industry too, obviously, I think it's not too much to ask to have that purpose as well as to have a successful, profitable business.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think if you really love what you do and you're passionate about what you do and you just throw it all in, the money will come, the opportunities will come, and they'll come in a way that you love and that you enjoy, as opposed to, doing the things that, you go, oh, I wish I hadn't have done it, or, so I think, so that alignment of values is probably number one for us. And then it's then it's understanding the client, not just financially what they want to get out of the project, but what is their greater purpose for it. So there's always, whether it's legacy, it's, that they want to live in the property, that they want to shape the suburb in which they're developing in. So it's really getting down to that fine grain of what is the actual purpose, what is it in your core that drives you in this project. Because if it is about the finance, if it is about the bottom line, I go, sorry, it's probably not something that I can really help with. And here is someone else that might be able to, and I've often referred people to other people in our space that are that way more inclined. And so and then the next process that we go through is once we've values and understanding what the purpose is, it's really understanding what the big picture is and what their specific drivers are for the actual project. So what are the metrics, what are the things that they want to get out of the project, and then we can develop strategies around that more specifically. So we put together the technical aspects, the development proposals, the feasibilities, the development approval and community engagement strategies, how we're going to work through the construction tendering process. So we put all of that together, and I guess at the end of the day, we do what we do with a whole level of dedication and commitment, because we can't do things half-assed. So we throw ourselves into the project, given that we're only very small, there's only 5 of us in our business, and you'll get Claire or I as the project lead. We're across every single detail on that project. We're 100% committed. And so the process that we go through from top to bottom is that, big picture, fine grain, passion, dedication, front to end. So I think, guess a lot of companies probably say that they do that, but for us, it's exactly how we operate. Whether it's like I said, three lot subdivision or 700 units, in